I put on solar 13 years ago, thought I was really cool, and then someone said to me, you should have done efficiency first. I was like, that's not as sexy, that's not as cool. I mean, who wants to hear, yeah, you caulked your garage and put tape on, right? It's not as fun to talk about it. Lynn Jurich?
I still go back to the fact that the cost to produce power is down 50%, yet it's 30% more costly. So the system is broken, and the system is going to get more and more expensive. So I like to rethink the system, and I think technology can do that, and I think decentralization is the trend. And I think storage is a really important point to add too, because what's happened with storage now is that you can put that battery in the garage, and now if the grid really needs power, let's say there's so much sun during the middle of the day, and the peak time for power need now is 4 to 7 when the sun goes down and people come home from work. If you can store that power in the battery from all those homes, we can aggregate those together and feed it back to the grid. You've now reduced a ton of cost of these really inefficient peaker power plants. And storage makes a lot of sense, and it's more cost effective, I would argue, decentralized, because consumers are going to pay for part of it. Consumers, there are power outages all over the place, and extreme weather is making that more severe. So at any given day in the US right now, 500,000 people lose power for 2 hours. 500,000 for 2 hours. Again, the US has the highest rate of outages of any developing country. So consumers are saying, I want my refrigerator to work. I want to have backup power when the grid goes down. So I'm willing to pay part of that money. Oh, and this is what we're doing in California, New York, we can aggregate hundreds of those or thousands of those and replace the need to upgrade a substation, replace the need for a new transmission line, replace the need for a power plant. And so storage, really, it's one of these innovations where until you let innovation happen and bring competition in, you don't even know what can be developed. And storage is a perfect example of that, I think.